Okay, let's do this. Hopefully this works for you. The crib remix, because that's where I'm at right now. Okay, so test on Thursday. Couple of problems for you here, and then I'm going to give you the 3 answers to video 26 also. Yes, I understand, buddy. I know. Going to solve this. We got a compound inequality. So compound inequality is tricky when there's no and or. Remember what it is if it doesn't say and or, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and pause me. Like, make sure you get this done first. Okay, remember what I told you. I'm going to make a box starting from all the way from the left, and I'm going to go until I see the second inequality sign. This is going to be my first inequality that I will solve. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to subtract 6 on both sides, and I'm left with negative 56 is less than 7k. I'm going to divide by 7 on both sides. I'm going to have k. Ooh. And then I'm going to have negative 8 is less than k, but that's not going to work for me because I have to have the variable on the other side. So this is going to be k is greater than negative 8. Okay, so that's my first one. And then I'm going to go and do this the other way. Okay. So I've got here, I'm just going to go to the side, 7k plus 6 is less than negative 8. I'm going to subtract 6 again on both sides. So I'm going to have 7k is less than negative 14. Divide by 7 on both sides, and I'm left with k is less than negative 2. So I've got k on both sides, on the correct side, the left side. So these are my 2 inequalities. Now, this is my number line, and I've got here negative 8, and I've got here negative 2. They're both open circles. Okay? And the k to the negative 8 is going to the right, and the k to the negative 2 is going to the left. So this is my deal. And remember, if it doesn't say and or, it's an and, right? Or if it doesn't say or. So good to go here, ready to rock and roll. Let me go ahead and erase that. So we have space for the other one. And normally I would write with a different colored marker or a smaller marker, but just kind of trying these things out as I go here. All right, for number 2, system of inequalities. And I know this is one of the ones that you had a little trouble with from before. So I'm going to do my mock graph here. Let's graph the first line. It tells me exactly where to go. It says x and negative 3. Well, on the x-axis, which is there, I'm going to find where negative 3 is. So 1, 2, 3. Make my line here, make my point. My line is going to be straight up and down, which means that it is a vertical line. And it is a line underneath, so I know it's a solid line. Okay, up and down like that. Now, the arrow's pointing to the left, which means that's where I would shade. So I'm going to make a couple of arrows. Okay. Now I can go to the next line. Y is less than 5/3 x plus 2. I find 2 on the y-axis. Up 5/3, it's probably somewhere in that area there. And then down 5/3, it's probably somewhere in this area over here. It is going to be a dashed line. Okay. And it's less than. So technically speaking, I'm going down like this. Okay. Now I have to find where the answer is going to be. It's going to be, and this is probably a bad line, so if I kept dashing it, it would go down like this. This is my answer. It's right in this area here. Okay. So that would be my answer. And normally you would take a point there, but I'm not going to waste your time to do that because we know we can check it that way. Last one here over here, number 3 is find slope. Not too bad. And technically, if you have a really good, strong grip on what slope means, you see that I have x values that are the same. If x values are the same, that means the line or the slope is undefined. Okay, it's undefined slope. Now, I could do it in formula. Basically, what I'm going to get is something over 0, which means undefined. If I wanted to graph it, if I felt like I was going that crazy about it, which I'm going to, negative 3 is here. Negative 3, 4 is here. This is an up and down line, vertical up and down, which means the slope is undefined. Okay, good. Hopefully you got those 3. Test is not going to be that bad, guys. Really, trust me, trust me, trust me. All right, answers to the 3 problems on the Vera form. Use orange, yeah. Click pen. All right. Number 1 on the fever form. It was a compound inequality. B is greater than or equal to 4, or B is less than or equal to negative 5. You can do the graph yourself. I'm not going to. Number 2, ooh, that's weird. Number 2 was negative 1 comma negative 8. And number 3, it was a system of inequalities. It kind of looks like this. And I know that's not perfect. I don't know if you can see orange. I probably won't use orange ever again. But there we go for that. There's the cream remix. So 3 problems we did, 3 problems on the fever. Make sure you do your thing. Make sure you get everything right. Because if you don't, this person or this thing is going to come after you. So hopefully you can see him. Junior. Hey. I know, you're a little boy. I know. All right, yeah, he'll come and tear your face off. Okay? Make sure you get those right. All right, see you later.